Welcome to another COG Sports Cards live stream video, guys.
He's Snake, and I'm Rusty Nuts.
I'm Snake. Who are you?
I'm Rusty Nuts.
I'm hoping they know us by now.
I would hope so, but you never know. We might have somebody new in there.
Okay, well, we're super excited to do another one of these member like showcase maybe or something like that. What do you think?
Not another one. This is our first one.
Well, this is our first like one of these for sure, and we're super excited to have the man, the myth, the legend. There he is, Paul Martin. What's going on, Paul?
Hey, fellas, how's it going?
Good, man. It's good to see you. Thanks so much for doing this.
Absolutely.
So we're calling this kind of a member call-in show where we're trying to get some people on the show and give them an opportunity to talk about cards and show some of their collection. This is perfect. One of the reasons this is perfect, you might not know this, but Paul is actually our oldest channel member.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know that. That's very cool.
He was our first member.
Yeah. So it's like 6 months ago, I think. So how cool is that?
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. I'm sure you guys, with the show that you guys do, I'm sure you're going to get plenty more. So that's exciting to be the first one, though. I'm honored.
Yeah, well, we want to say for sure that we do appreciate you, appreciate your support for the channel, and we're so excited to have you on the show. So
cool, guys. I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. We got some cool people. Some of our, some guys probably, Paul, that you'll recognize there in the chat, and you should be able to see and scroll on it. There's a bunch of people in here. So Jay Pylon looks like he was in here for like two and a half hours. So what's going on, Jay? So a bunch of guys in here. I see Derek Kane in here, Drillers in here, Double D. What's going on, Double D? This should be fun. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of give Paul a chance to talk about his collection, about the hobby maybe, and some of the cards he has. Hopefully he'll show us some of those. And then the second half, I think he's got a little surprise for us. You want to talk about that?
We're looking
I
forward
do. Actually, I have an SGC return with some cards I've been super excited about. I've been hanging on to it for a couple days. I did the thing that you guys do. I didn't look at the grades when they sent out the email. So I've just been sitting on the box, and every time I would look at it, I was like, oh man, I cannot wait to open. So I'm excited we get to do this on the show.
Yeah, that drives me nuts. I got to open it.
Yeah, he can't wait. I want to get in it. So stuff will be delivered to my house, and he'll just call me during the day, say, I'll be over there. We got to open that box.
Yeah. I can completely understand that. So I'm excited about the show. This is going to be fun. And thank you guys again for doing this. This is great.
Oh, yeah. So this is really pretty cool. We love having guys on the show. We've done a couple of like box wars and stuff like that. This is hopefully the first of many where we get to just let people show us, what they want to show us out of their collection. Cause that's kind of what it's all about. Yeah. It's all about what tugs at your little collecting heartstrings, right?
Yeah, and it feels good to show what you got and just, not brag about your collection, but show it to people. It's
you can
fun.
brag.
Sure, you can brag all you want.
No. I will keep the brag.
No, that's fine. So let's get into it. I don't want to wait any longer. So
cool.
So
Sounds
Paul, let's start. What's your favorite, group of cards to collect?
So when I was a kid growing up, in the late 80s, I started collecting. So unfortunately, I was in the heart of the junk wax era. So I was like, 86, 87, 88, 89. Those were the big years. In fact, the very first job I had, I was 7 years old, was sweeping out and cleaning up a display in a baseball card shop in the town I grew up in. Cool. So got going like that and was collecting, pretty much everything. And then Griffey hit the scene in 89 with the Upper Deck. And that was like the big deal. So that from my childhood, I would say was the thing that got me going with that and got me started with card collecting. And the shop owner was awesome. He was a really cool dude. He was basically like, you can work towards cards that you want, or I can pay you. It's up to you. Just let me know what you want to do. So I had an awesome collection up until about the time I would say 10 or 11 years old.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Let me ask you that. So, of course, I remember, about that same. I remember the '89 Upper Decks coming out and thinking, "Wow, these are amazing!" And just opening the packs where they were like silver, and then you get to tear them apart. Like that was awesome. So I remember that. But I remember a 1984 Donruss Mattingly setting in the display case, and that was the card. Like if I had a chance like you did to work at the store and work towards something, that would have been the card I would have been putting my paycheck towards for sure.
Yeah, the card for me that was my big deal was the owner had a 1988 Mark McGuire Tiffany Cup card.
Ooh,
and that was like the big card where I was like, oh, I can't wait to save up enough to get that. And the owner, like I said, was a super cool guy and cut me a deal on it. And that was like my first like Grail card as a kid, where I think I was like 8 or 9 years old. And I was just like, this is amazing. When I got that card, that was like my big happy card that I got.
Let me ask you this. Did you have an 86 Canseco?
I did. I had an 86 Canseco. I had, growing up, I grew up in Oakland in the Bay Area. And so the A's were huge. And I had all of those guys when I was younger. I was a big A's fan, if you can't tell from the hat. And I collected all of those and then unfortunately lost them all when I was like 11 years old.
Oh,
yeah, it was a bummer. We were at my uncle's wedding, and the Oakland Hills firestorm happened, so we couldn't get anything out, and our house burned down, and I lost my whole collection.
Oh, wow. That's terrible. Sorry about that. For sure.
No, it's okay. The kids at school like brought in containers of their cards to like give me because they had heard what had happened, and I started collecting again a couple of years ago when I opened a container and found one of those boxes that the kids had brought to the school, and the first card on the top was actually my boy over here, Ken Griffey Jr., his rated rookie card, and I remember being like, "Oh, this is awesome! This is great!" And that just kickstarted me into collecting again. So it all worked out. It's okay.
That's cool. Yeah, that's
cool. Yeah.
All right. Cool. Yeah, that's awesome. So Rusty Nuts used to take me to our local card shop, and like I said, I'd look at the display cases. I couldn't afford to get anything, but he could buy a few things. And one of the best things from my childhood memories was, him coming home with a couple of packs of 87 Fleer basketball, right?
Yeah, I think they were $25 a pack.
I was much older then, but
yeah. But they were $25 a pack, and I bought 2 of them. And I brought them home. I said, "You pick which one you want." He picked it, and he hit big.
I pulled the Jordan out of it, and I had it in my collection the whole time and had it graded. So
that's amazing.
Cool. So are you into vintage like we are? Or are you sort of?
I'm all over the place. I like vintage. I like the junk wax era. I kind of skip over a big portion of the 90s, unfortunately. And then, 2000 and even some modern cards. But to be honest, I don't put a lot of stock in a lot of the modern cards yet, just because the players, I don't believe that new players that have only been playing for a couple of years, their cards should be more valuable than the guys that are already in the Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. So I kind of stick away from that, not just for value purposes, but also just because I don't want to collect them. I'd rather collect the older stuff. That's more exciting to me.
Yeah. You never know when something like just happened with the Tatis is going to happen to any of them. Right. Yeah,
exactly. I make an exception for one guy, and I'll show you which guy that is in my collection, and I'll explain why it's him.
Sure. Well, okay, let's get into it if you want to.
Cool.
Let's see some cards. Yeah.
Right on. I'll show you guys some of the raw cards. So the first one that's one of my favorite that I got in a collection is this one right here. That's the Steph Curry rookie card. And that's in, I would guess that's probably anywhere from an 8.5 to a 9.5. This is actually going in my next submission to SGC. So I'm really excited about that card. And growing up in the Bay Area, Steph Curry, the Warriors, before they moved to San Francisco, I mean, they were huge. I remember when Warriors games, you would go on Wednesdays and it was $1. And now to go to the games, it's like $200 minimum. It's just, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So that's one of my favorites. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I cut you off. What were you going to say?
Seth Curry, that's just a surefire bet right there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no question about that.
Future Hall of Famer, awesome guy. I think he might have maybe one more championship in him. We'll see, but really, really happy about that card. That's one of my favorites. And then this guy right here, I actually found in a collection that I bought from a woman who had her son's collection in the closet and sold it to me. It's a 68 mantle, which is in great shape. It's a little off-centered, but the corners are excellent. The sides are crispy. The whole front of it is in great shape. So I'm super excited about that card. And that was a fun little gem of a find, which was a lot of fun.
show that thing a little bit closer.
Sure. Yeah. Hold on.
That's
Let's
beautiful.
See. Get that right in there.
So those are so, they're not as hard on centering on those as you think, really, when you see them like that.
Yeah, with the older vintage, I've noticed they've been a little bit easier, and I've seen some of your guys' grades come back, and that I don't think they focus as much on the centering, like you're saying. I think it's more the condition of the card.
Yeah.
With the older stuff,
but they are kind of hard on surfaces, I think.
Yeah.
For what the stock was, I think they're a little tough on the surface, but it is what it is.
I would agree. I would agree with you, but what can you do, right? But
that's sending that one off to SGC.
Yeah. So everything I'm showing you guys raw right now is going to be in the next order that I send to them, which I'm excited about. Yeah. Next card is my absolute favorite player of all time. Of course, growing up in Oakland, that's the Ricky Henderson rookie card, which I'm very excited about. This bad boy is in great shape too. Super centered. Again, corners are great. Really excited about this. I had 2 of these cards, and one of them was off center, and I knew that I wasn't going to be sending in for grading. So the show where you guys did the viewer giveaway, I sent that in for you guys for the raffle, and someone got that card. So I hope they enjoyed it. That's my favorite player, Ricky, and I'm glad I could share that with them.
Oh, that's awesome for sure.
Yeah. It was really cool. Really cool.
Yeah. And that one looks really good. I'm excited to see what you get on that thing.
Me too. I mean, it's clean. The surface is good. I'm a little nervous about sending it in. I don't know if you guys get this way when you've had a card for a while and you think it's in good shape and you're almost hesitant to send it in because you're worried about what grade it'll get.
He gets so nervous. He's all over me. Hey, box come today. That box come today. Hey, we need to call him. Where's it at? And then SGC's like back in a week to a week and a half now. But when we were doing HGA and they had all their problems and it was 6 months, he was driving me nuts.
I can imagine. SGC is the way to go. I think I've done one other grading company. It's GMA. And I use them for kind of, when I was first getting stuff graded back in the day. Yeah. But SGC for me is absolutely the way to go. Yeah. Next card that I'm super stoked about this. I remember pulling this card when I was a little kid. And then again, I found this in that collection I was telling you guys about. That's the Ken Griffey Jr. 1989 round corner card, which is pretty cool. I believe if I remember correctly, this was from the Mother's Cookies collection. So I'm stoked about this one too. This should be fun. I'm curious to see how they grade it with the rounded corners instead of having, because you can't really give that a grade that I feel like they depend on for the grade for the card. So when it's rounded like that, it'll be kind of interesting to see what they do.
Yeah. Is there any wear on the edges or the corners?
No. It's here. I'll see if I can get it a little bit closer.
What's the back look like also? Does it have writing and stuff, stats and stuff? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
89
That's that guy.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be a cool card.
There's no border. There's no border either. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it should to know what center it is, right?
Should be fun. We'll see. And then the last one, Snake, I think you'll appreciate this one. This is the Classic Best 1991. I believe it's the AA card for Chipper Jones. Yeah, and this one's in excellent shape too. The corners are good. It looks like it's centered pretty well. The back's in great shape. So this is another one that I'm really excited about sending off and getting graded.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I never was a fan of those classic cards or Classics Best or whatever they're called. But now there's a few of them like that one that I'm interested in getting.
Yeah, we need to hunt some of those down.
Yeah,
I like them. Yeah.
They're pretty cool. I mean, the classic cards I remember growing up thinking, it's not Topps, it's not Don. It's just it's a company you didn't think about at all. And now as I've gotten older, I'm like, wait a minute, that's actually probably a little bit more rare because people didn't hang on to these.
Yeah,
so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I had some in my collection I threw out a long time ago, but now I wish I could go through them again.
When you were collecting them, were they just for baseball or did you do football, basketball?
Just baseball.
Okay. Yeah. Some of the ones for some of the Shaq ones there are worth a pretty good amount of money in a 10 now, which is crazy.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
And moving on, now we're going to get into some of the graded stuff. Speaking of the GMA. So I told you guys about my house burning down and not having that Mark McGuire card. I was able to find it again. and I sent it into GMA, and that is the Mark McGuire Cup card, the Tiffany in a 9, which I'm super stoked on. Yeah, and it's, again, this is just for PC. This is one of those cards where as a kid, I wanted it so bad. And then when I lost it and I got older, I was like, I got to find that card again. I found it, graded it, pretty happy with it.
And the GMA label, the new ones look pretty good. I mean,
yeah, actually, here, I'll hold this up a little bit closer. It's got the gold, the black, and the white. Whereas before, it looked like it was done on a computer. Yeah, it was like an old school computer print. And these look a lot better, I think. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Next card coming up. This one's a fun one. This is the Mookie Betts in the dugout smiling variation, which was the short print. When he was a rookie, he came in the middle of the season. And so his normal rookie card is him standing up in a batting stance. This one with him smiling in the dugout was a short print, and it's kind of hard to find. And this was, again, in that collection that I told you guys about that I bought from that lady. Right. And I thought it was in great shape, sent it in, and it got a 9.5.
That is really neat.
What year is that?
This is 2014. So this is it's part of the update series.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's a short print within the update series. And, you know, Mookie. What's that?
I was going to say, I've always liked Mookie because he's from Tennessee.
Yeah. And he's you know what? I've seen him in interviews too. He seems like a super stand-up guy, nice guy. And if he keeps up hitting the way that he hits and playing in the outfield, I think he's a potential Hall of Famer. I think we can start talking about it. He's been in the league long enough and he's got the numbers for it. So I'm super excited to have that card just because it's really hard to find and it's in great shape.
Yeah, that's a really neat card.
Yeah. Another card that had to be a must. I told you guys I moved from the Bay Area to upstate New York. Had to pick this one up. This is the Derek Jeter
there you go.
Rookie card. And I found this one actually believe it or not, it was in a dollar bin at a card show. And really? I even told the guy, I was like, hey, you have a Derek Jeter card in here, right? And it looks like it's in great shape. And the guy was like, if it's in there, it's $1. I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, no, it's $1. So I was like, here's $1, man. Thank you so much. And, I grabbed the card and immediately put it in a sleeve. And then when he turned around, I put another $5 on the table because that was all the cash I had on me. But I felt bad taking it and thought it was a great card and sent it in, and it got a 9.5, which was crazy.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
So the card was raw, no sleeve or anything in the box?
Nope, just sitting in a box. It was at the very front of the box. And when I pulled it out, I was just shocked to see what good condition it was in.
We have
getting it back a 9.5 was awesome.
Yeah, we've sent several in just straight from the pack, and we don't get anywhere near a 9.5. So that's great.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I was very excited. I brought it home. I looked at it with a magnifying glass. I put it on one of those plastic sleeve for the measurement to see if it was side to side or up and down, and it just looked perfect. I think I sent it in like 2 days later because I was so excited about it. Awesome. Let's see. Next card. This is the one modern guy that I'm really, into aside from maybe Shohei Ohtani. And this is football. And it's because we went to the same school. I was telling you guys before the show, I went to the University of Oregon. Right. And it's been awesome watching this guy play. This is let's see if I can move this in there. Sure. Justin Herbert, rookie card in a 10. This is the field level card.
Wow.
Actually pulled this in a pack. I bought a few packs at that same show. Got this card, thought it was great, sent it in, and this got a 10, which I was super excited about.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, he's
awesome. You get a 10 from SGC. It's a 10.
It's a really nice card.
Yeah. I was really, really excited about it. I met him at that show. I went to an autograph show. I was telling you fellows about this, and he was there signing autographs. And when I went up to the table, I told him, I was just like, hey man, I went to Oregon. I played baseball there. It's been cool watching you develop as a player. Keep going. I'm rooting for you, man. This is cool. He's like, oh, you played baseball. Have you been back since you graduated? Have you been to the new PK field? And I was like, no, I haven't been back yet. And he's like, oh, it's a great field. They have that. And the guy who was regulating people in line and sign was like, guys, you got to move it along. And I didn't say anything. Justin Herbert actually turned to him and go, whoa, hold on. I'm talking to a duck here. Give me a second. Awesome. And turned back to me and was like, we're signing this. Yeah, go ahead. I'll sign that for you. Great meeting you. So also just a super nice guy and awesome. Yeah. So cool to have that card as well.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
And then this card I feel like is just iconic. And again, this was in that collection that I bought. And this one pulled a 10. It's the LeBron James.
Oh, where he's
blowing smoke up in the air
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a beauty, man. That is a beauty.
Really cool card. And 2008, 2009, that set had just crazy good cards in it. So I was really excited to get that one.
Yeah,
and then this one,
hang on to for sure.
Oh yeah, I'll be hanging on to that. Any LeBron in a 10, any Brady in a 10, those guys are worth hanging on to for sure.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys have you guys ever heard of the product Onyx?
Yes, I've heard of it.
So they do it's mostly prospect guys, and they'll put a couple of the big names in there as pulls, and it's prospect autographs, and it's a couple of the big guys with an autograph. And I'd never heard of it. I went down to the local card shop, and the guy was like, "Yeah, this is $70 a box." And I was like, "Whoa, that's a lot for like 4 cards."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, but you have the opportunity of pulling a big name. You can pull a Griffey autograph. You can pull a Shohei Ohtani."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, I'll try one. Sure, why not?" And I bought one. And I was like, "What are the big names again?" He's like, "There's a Griffey, there's an Ohtani." And right when he said Ohtani, I opened the pack and I pulled the Ohtani with the autograph. Which was awesome.
Oh,
so
my goodness.
Really, I mean, he went and took a picture for the actual card shop and put it on their website. I was super stoked about it. The card got a 10, but the auto's a 9, and I'm really excited about this card. This is super cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. Amazing. And, I mean, anytime you pull something like that, though, it just makes it
so much better.
Yeah. That much more meaningful to you, for sure.
So much more exciting. I mean, you guys, I can't even imagine when you guys, opened up and you opened a Jordan or you opened a Mickey when you're going through your stuff. It's like you seem so excited on the show, but I'm sure also internally your adrenaline's just like, yes.
Oh, yeah, we're super excited when that happens for sure.
Yeah.
And, we probably act a little silly, but it's fun.
Totally worth it, man. We love it watching it, just to be honest with you. It's great.
Yeah.
And then last card I wanted to show you guys, this is a special one. You guys, I think I sent you guys a picture of this because we were chatting about it. Favorite football player of all time was also at that autograph show that I went to. And I happened to have his rookie card on me, so I got him to autograph it for me. It's the Jerry Rice rookie card.
Nice.
And that got a 10 for the auto from Beckett.
That's perfect.
Which is super cool. Beckett was at the show, and I was really nervous about handing this card over to them. And they were like, "Don't worry, we'll take good care of it. It's okay. It'll be just fine." And they sent it back super fast. It looks great. And Jerry Rice, cool. I don't think his records are going to get broke anytime soon. So I'm really excited to have this card.
I couldn't stand him when he played because I'm a big Dallas fan. But
I'm sure.
But he was an awesome player. Great.
Yeah, he's also a super nice guy. He was taking pictures with everybody and smiling and poking jokes. And there were some kids that were up there that were in wheelchairs, and he took tons of time with them. I mean, he was giving them free stuff and talking to them, taking selfies with them, and he just seems like a super cool dude.
Yeah, every time I see him, he seems like a nice guy. So yeah, that's really awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love that 86 card too.
Yeah, it's pretty. That whole set, man. It's got some bangers in there. Like it's got the Rice. It's got a bunch of rookies. I mean, everybody from like Boomer Esiason to like Rice to Young is in that set, I believe. Pretty cool cards.
Yeah,
pretty cool cards.
Yeah.
While I have, Reggie White's in there, and then who else?
Bruce Smith is in there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool set. Yeah.
It's an awesome set. Awesome set. So that's all I had for some of the favorite cards that I wanted to show you guys. Like I said, it's kind of a mix of some vintage and some more modern, but also, that junk wax era, which I thought would be kind of cool to show you guys and have the guys take a look at.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Appreciate that. That was fun.
Yeah,
seeing this for sure.
Absolutely.
So what are there cards you have on your radar that you're like, man, in the next 6 months, I need this card?
To be honest with you, I've been on the lookout for Albert Pujols rookie cards, just because that's another guy that is just an incredible ball player, and I don't think we're going to see anything like him for a while. Plus his personality is just great. It seems like he's always smiling.
Yeah.
He's always happy. So that's on my radar. And then also someone I think that's really undervalued in the hobby is Ichiro. Ichiro, I don't think commands the dollar amount he deserves for how good he was.
Yeah, so you can go after both of those sort of at the same time if you get no wax.
We opened a little bit.
Exactly.
I'm trying to talk him into it for the show. I think it'd be really cool.
Oh, I would love for you guys to open that up. That'd be fun. You have one viewer. That's for sure.
Awesome. Yes, for sure.
They're also they're not cheap packs though, are they? They're expensive, right?
No, it's pretty expensive now. And all of them don't have both of them in it too. So some of them will have just Pujols and some will just have the Ichiro. So
what about you guys? What are the top players you're kind of gunning for that maybe aren't necessarily vintage, or do you just stick to vintage when you go and you buy?
Man, if we're going to buy, I'm all vintage. Yeah, because I just love seeing the old stuff. I love it. Yeah, it's like it seems so like it's so much before my time that it seems really crazy and cool. So, I really like some of those. I've got a lot of those 50 Bowman Braves cards that I've got almost completed that. I've got like 4 or 5 left of those yet. I love the 53 top set, and 56 is my all-time favorite, but they're so expensive. Yeah, 56 is outrageous. But
correct me if I'm wrong, Snake, but you also have a pretty cool older collection of Fleer cards too, right? Fleer vintage.
My 63 Fleer set, yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I started putting together first when we started doing the channel. It's right over there, and I've probably got almost 55%, 60% of that set in PSA 8s.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're getting more expensive though. Yeah, I can't wait to get them all done and do a video on the channel of it. But I've got the Clemente and the Maze, and of course I've got Spawn and Adcox, and I got a ways to go, but I've got some. I do
that checklist.
That's a biggie. I've got the checklist too.
Oh, you do have it.
I do have it. Yep. So that's a cool set from my childhood. Because I got a Joe Adcock when I was little, and it was an error card. I guess it's kind of uncorrected maybe, but back in the 80s, error cards were all the rage, right?
Sure. Yeah.
And so I had that 63 Adcock that I think it has Indians on it or something like that instead of Braves. And so that got me hooked on that set, and I always wanted to put it together. So I've got a set registry and everything. You can go look it up.
Very cool. Very cool. Rusty, what about you?
I've started I got a Mantle in a 68. I got 2 of them.
68?
Yeah, 68.
Yes.
So I started, I'm going with like Mantle, Mays, Aaron, Clemente, trying to get the big ones in that year, which I've already gotten, and then like the big rookies, which is Bench and Nolan Ryan. So I've got all those. So now I picked up a 63, which I love that card, Mantle, at that Nashville show. So I've decided I'm going to go get those in the 63, the Clemente, May, kind of those big guns right there. Yeah. And jump around. I've been jumping around from years, but and of course any Maris card.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. He's a big
Roger I know he's your favorite. Yeah, I think that's a safe bet. I've been trying to put together a 68 set. And since I have that Mantle, I've got Mays, I've got Morgan, I've got quite a few, but I feel like the thing that's going to hold me up at the end is trying to get that Nolan Ryan rookie card. That thing is, the value of that over the last couple of years has just skyrocketed. Yep. So we'll see what happens.
I got real lucky at that Nashville show and did a little trading with some extra stuff that I had, and I was able to get one. And it was a SGC 3. And
really?
Yeah, that's great for me.
That's impressive. Oh, there it is.
There it is, Dave. Dave Bliss.
That's super cool.
One day, buddy. I'm going to do it one day. There it is.
Wow.
That's what I've got so far, stacked full.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
in PSA 8, that's some high dollar cards.
Yeah, there you go.
The Willie Mays.
Wow. That is slick. That is super cool.
It's a cool card because I just like him holding the bat, and of course his smile. Ernie Banks smile on cards. I love Ernie Banks smiling on cards. This is cool. So I will do that, Dave. Give me a little bit more time. I want to get a couple more cards, and I'm going to do that for sure. So, do you have a favorite vintage player, Paul?
Vintage, I would have to say, and it's sad because it's not anything I'm going to attain anytime soon, especially with a wedding coming up. Jackie Robinson. I would love to get some Robinson cards. But it's just, I mean, not again, easy. Talk about the value skyrocketing over the last few years. Even cards that are authentic and have chips out of the side of them now are still $400, $500, $600. So I'm probably going to have to wait on that for a while, or maybe sell some of my cards that I showed you guys in order to attain at least maybe one really nice Jackie Robinson.
Oh yeah.
That's the game plan, I think.
50 Bowman. Get the 50 Bowman. That one's sweet, right?
That would be awesome. That'd be really cool. Really cool.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I don't know. We're 35 minutes in. You ready to bust open your graded cards?
Oh, I'm ready. I just didn't want to bring it up because I've been trying to be good about it.
Yeah, no, I'd say we do it, man.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I've been excited about this since you mentioned it to us. So.
Oh, I'm super excited about it. Super excited about it.
As you know, and as all of our subscribers know, we love doing these grade reveal videos. It's some of the most fun things we do, and that's why we post like 2 of them a week. So it's super exciting.
Yeah, it's I got to be honest, as a viewer watching those are also a lot of fun to watch. Cool. Having you guys do the reveal as you get it and you go through it and look at the grades and stuff, it's a lot of fun.
We hope so.
I maybe should have taken it out of the box before we got started. I apologize.
No, it's more fun. It's more fun watching people just struggle. You know, we're in no big hurry, right?
It's Christmas morning.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All right, let me put the knife away just to be safe. And I know you guys can't see this, but I'll lift it up, take it out of here. Hopefully they don't. Oh, guys, you know what time it is?
It's tux time.
It's tuxedo time.
It's tuxedo time for sure. This is great. Okay, so this is the back.
You can get that sticker off of that, by the way, pretty easily.
Oh yeah, and save it. That's a good call. Yeah. Let's see here.
That's what we do. We put it in the background of all of ours. Yeah, there you go. Put it up.
Nice. I'm gonna put this to the side so that I can actually put that on something. And this, I'll use the knife one more time. Go like that.
So, Paul, we actually recorded a box break video right before this live stream. Oh,
really?
we had one.
How'd it go?
Couldn't wait. Oh, well, it went really well. Yeah.
Good.
Really well. We
Good.
didn't get any A's, did we?
No A's.
No A's. So that's
good.
That's plus stuff.
That's got to be so frustrating for you guys.
Well,
oh my goodness.
It is what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna take this off.
Cool.
And so you guys can see, I'm just going to set this down and I'm going to lift it up from the top towards you guys so we can see it at the same time.
Put him on there.
Okay.
So your best card should be on the bottom, right?
Okay, let me check that that's the case because we talked about that.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? The best card is on the bottom. They already did it. It's like they knew. It's like they knew. Okay, let me take the plastic off this. Let me move this one around. Okay.
Okay, so you have not seen the grades. You don't know what they are yet, right?
I have not seen these grades at all. I've been dying to open it up and look at it, but I'm super stoked that we get to do this together.
Yes.
So the first one here is going to be the Drew Brees rookie card. This is the Upper Deck vintage card. Last time I checked on comps on this, which I was, it was right before I sent it in, I think a 9 was like $29 and a 10 was $150. Okay. So you really kind of shooting for that 10. But to be honest, I just dig the card and I'd be happy even with an 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So we ready?
Yes. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
9.5.
Yeah.
Sweet. So that's kind of a cool card. I love that kind of vintage look that they were doing for that too.
That is nice.
Oh, sorry.
It's sweet.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty neat.
So that turned out cool.
Can't go wrong with a Brees.
Yeah, Rusty Nuts is a Brees fan, yeah.
I mean, Brees was a beast. He was He's a good player. Good player. All right, next one we're gonna do, gang. We're gonna do the Mookie Betts rookie card with the blue border.
Awesome.
The blue border is one of those parallels. Some of the comps in these were all over the place, so I just tried to do an average. A 9 was around $440. A 10 was $1,200, I think. So wow. I'm hoping for a 10, but again, I'm happy with 8s. 8s are always good.
Yeah.
So
sure.
Let's see.
So you want an 8 or better, right?
Right. All right, we ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No way. No way.
Oh,
9-5.
Very good.
All right.
Man,
very happy with that.
That's awesome. Congratulations on that one.
Thank you, man.
Great
Thank
card,
you.
Too. Great card.
It looks like, I swear to God, when you send cards to SGC, I swear to God, they clean the card before they put it in the case. Like it's shiny when it comes back.
It always looks better when you get
it. Yeah.
I don't know if it's just the black border or the slab or if they clean it for you, but it always looks better when you get it back. So
yeah, absolutely.
It might be just because you're so nervous about them having it and you get it back and you're just excited to have it back.
Yeah.
And you just didn't remember it looked that good anyway.
That's right.
Hopefully. Okay, now we've got let's see, this is a 2005 Justin Verlander rookie card. This is one of those cards that from the 9 to the 10, it jumps through the roof. 9, you were looking at around $66, I believe, and then a 10 was anywhere from $300 to $350.
Wow.
So this one I'm nervous about because this is one of the big ones I sent in. Here we go.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah!
Yeah! Killed it.
That's it.
Yes.
Nice.
Ooh, baby.
Draft pick rookies. Sweet.
Boom.
That's huge.
Amazing.
Oh my God. You guys look how young Justin Verlander looks in that picture. It's crazy.
That is
sweet.
So cool.
We got a 10, guys.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you, man. I know my hands are shaking.
Oh, we're over here just like going like this, and I didn't even have us on the screen. So
that's great.
That's awesome.
Freaking awesome. Yeah, I'm super pumped about that. I'm not kidding when I say my hands are shaking. That's huge.
Wow, that's amazing. That you don't know how hard that is to get. For us, because but that's great. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you. But again, for submission, that's much more modern than the majority of the stuff you guys send in. Your guys' stuff with vintage, it's so hard to get something even above a 7 in vintage. Yeah. It's really difficult.
7,
you're all.
We were looking at cards and like we pulled out 6s. Like, wow, that is so nice. I love that.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I don't think that the modern guys, obviously, they don't understand. I think when we get excited about like a 3, it's like a 353 Matthews, and we're like, yeah, that's awesome.
No, it is awesome because I don't think people who collect modern know how hard it is for those cards to be in good shape. It's so difficult to find cards that are in excellent shape from those years.
Yeah. So
it's really hard.
All right.
Should we move on to the next one? Okay, next one. Next one. Next one is the Bryce Harper Bowman rookie card. This one is, I think in a 9 it was 85, and in a 10 it was 200. But I saw the card and I thought it was in excellent shape, so I wanted to send it in.
Okay, let's do it.
Come on.
Yeah, 9-5. All right.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Very good.
That's another good one.
Wow, you are killing it.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, this is amazing.
Not bad.
Ever shown on our channel right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's cool. I do like Bryce Harper, even though he's a Philly and I'm a Braves fan. Surprisingly, I kind of like him. And
I like him. I like him as a player. I'm not sure I'm convinced as a person, but as a player, he's a hell of a player. I mean, the guy is. His hand-eye coordination, he can hit the ball 400 feet, whether it's a fastball, a changeup, a curveball, a slider. I mean, he's outstanding when it comes to hitting, and his stance, that lefty stance, is pretty to watch. I feel like watching left-handers bat compared to right-handers. Left-handers just make it look so fluid and easy and pretty, where a right-hander is kind of jerky and it doesn't look as fluid.
It is weird, isn't it? Like, I mean, even like Schwarber, I think his swing is cool.
Sure.
there from the lefty side. Jordan, I love his.
Yep.
And then Bryce is unique. So I don't know if it's just like the left-handed players have more unique swings a lot of times, maybe, or something like. But yeah, you're right. I do like
maybe. I still think the best left-handed swing of all time. Oh, that guy right there. Griffey.
Oh yeah,
his left-handed swing was just beautiful. I mean, absolutely outstanding.
It was very unique.
Outstanding.
For sure.
Okay, well, I'm going to move on to the next one. The next one was a Brave, and is playing really well with the Dodgers now, but was outstanding with the Braves. And again, I think potentially future Hall of Famer. This guy is just a beast. So this is the Freddy Freeman rookie, and this was, let's see, I think this is one that does a big jump too. In a 9, it's 45, and in a 10, it's 140.
Okay,
come on,
see it. Here we go. Yeah, baby! Boom! Oh yeah!
Yes, awesome. That is nice.
Yeah, yes.
Sweet.
As Rusty Nuts says.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's again one of those cards where for a 9, it's almost not worth it. And I mean, and I got a magnifying glass, looked at the edges, measured it, all that good stuff, and it looked like it was a potential 10. So sent it in.
Man, congratulations on that for sure.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
Thank you.
Two
yeah, that's a really
9.5s. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yep, it's been good. It's been good. All right, so the next one is the Kobe Bryant card. This is the Kobe from 2007, or I'm sorry, 2008, 2009. So this is another one of those kind of, I feel like for basketball, an iconic card. It's the one where LeBron is guarding Kobe, and the parallels for this are just, I mean, unbelievably valuable. But even the base card is, it's pretty valuable, but also one of those cards as a collector is cool to have because of those two guys on the same card. I believe a 9 is 275 and a 10 is 600. So we're hoping for a 10.
Ooh,
we're gonna hopefully we can keep the streak going. All right, ready?
Yeah, come on, baby.
9.
There you go.
A 9. That's good though. That's still, I'm very happy with a 9.
Yes,
that's super good. I think we jinxed it. We started talking about 9 5s and 10s.
Well, I mean,
so this, I'll hold this up just because, I mean, this is again one of those cards where it's, as a collector, that's just a really cool card to have of those two guys.
Yeah, it's like having is it the Mays and Aaron on that one card? Yeah, it's basically like that card, right? Kobe.
Or was it? There's also, isn't there like a Mays and was it Mays and Mickey on the same card?
Aaron and Mickey, I think.
Aaron and Mickey, yeah. That's, I mean,
I think so.
It's that's iconic.
That's a World Series picture, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Last card. This is the one that we were going to save.
Okay.
Save till the end. I'm really excited about this. This is a Mike Trout update rookie card. A 9 when I was looking at comps was 750, and a 10 was around 1900 to 2000. But that was before he got hurt.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the grades for him are doing now with his back. I don't know, but
right.
I'm really nervous about this one.
Come on.
So where did you get this again?
So this one was also in that collection that I told you guys I bought from that lady. I mean, it was just stacked full of cards, and she was going to throw these cards away, which is crazy. So
I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you sent it in. I'm going to give you the whole screen.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Oh,
that's awesome.
All right.
Oh, amazing.
9.5. Sweet.
Great. Oh my goodness. I can't believe that.
I can't even talk.
That's awesome.
That is so great.
I'm not kidding when I say my hands are like shaking right now. This is probably one of the best submissions I've ever had.
Yeah, well, if you ever got better than this one, I don't know what you. I don't know how you could. Gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Man.
Wow.
Ridiculous. Congratulations. What a great
Thanks, guys.
time.
I mean, that's freaking awesome. I could not be happier with those grades and those cards. I mean, that's
no doubt.
And that's
pretty
great
badass.
That you found those and you saved them, and then you got those grades on them. That's great. That's so crazy.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable. I mean, the fact that these were her kids' cards that had been sitting in a closet, and she was like, I was just going to throw them out, and I just offered her money for all of them, and she took it. The fact that she did that, it's just crazy. I feel like now with these grades, I need to go back and give her more money. It's just like, I feel kind of guilty almost a little bit, but
you could DoorDash something to her or something like that, maybe.
or bring her flowers or something. I mean, it's just amazing.
Just don't tell her kids.
So I have to ask you guys, because I know you guys do this when you get graded cards back. Aside from obviously Trout, that one, which one was your? What'd you like the most?
I kind of like the Mookie. And what about you?
The Freeman.
You like the Freeman?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, I don't know that.
Show them all up there at the same.
That Harper, which one?
The Freeman.
Freddy and the 10 was good.
Yeah. Who's the blue border?
That's the Mookie.
That's the Mookie.
Yeah.
I like that Mookie.
Yeah.
The Mookie.
I like the Mookie.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Looking card. Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorites. And the Trout is cool. Don't get me wrong, but I'm really stoked about that one. That I just really dig the look of it, like the blue border with like the blue Chargers jersey, and the fact that he looks like he should be like on the cover of a Wheaties box already is pretty cool.
Yeah, look how big his pads are, right? So
it's like an old school card.
They're like way up here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Gentlemen, I'm gonna drink some champagne when we get done with the show.
No doubt.
Or some whiskey. I am super excited.
You killed it. Shoot, I don't know what to say other than I appreciate you coming on the show for sure. I appreciate you hanging out with us. I appreciate your support for the channel. And I'm so excited that we got to do a live blind reveal on the cards. And those were ridiculously good cards too. So that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a great reveal.
Yeah,
I love that. That was
tons of fun. Well, thank you guys for having me on. I mean, this was tons of fun. I know we've been trying to put it together for a while, and it was just awesome. I'm gonna, the raw cards for the next one, I'm gonna try to kind of go through these and do the same process and make sure that they look like they're, that quality that I want to send in for and get graded for. And I promise to keep you guys posted on the grades for these ones. I've got a few vintage and older cards in this one, so I don't know that it's going to do quite as well as this one did, but
yeah,
I promise to keep you guys posted.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So
tons of fun. Thank you guys very much for allowing me to do this.
Sorry about the room at the first. I don't know what happened.
It's okay. It's all good. This worked out. It was tons of fun. It looks like we still had a bunch of people that came over and were able to watch, which is really cool. So I'm just happy to be here, and I appreciate you guys letting me come on and do this. It was great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, we appreciate your support. Yeah. Thanks, Paul.
Yeah. So
you got it, guys. Just keep doing what you're doing. What you do is awesome, and it's fun and entertaining. And as a hobbyist and a collector, it's always enjoyable to see that you guys have a new video up. And I think I speak for everybody when we say we appreciate what you do.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anything else? I think we'll just go ahead and wrap it up because it's been awesome so far, and we don't want to ruin it.
Yeah, we don't want to ruin it.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm
going to go drink some whiskey then.
Yeah, no doubt, for sure. You can hang around after we end the live stream, Paul, too, and we can chat for a second if you want.
Sure.
to.
Yeah, sounds great.
We are getting close to 2,500. We're super close, and that means that we're close to our celebration there for 2,500 subscribers celebration.
Yep.
And we're kind of nervous because it's going to be a lot of work on our end, but it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We got some cool ideas for that.
It's going to be chaos.
Yeah. So look forward to that. And thank you guys so much. Thank you for all your support. Thanks, Paul, for being on here.
You got it, guys.
No, that's about it.
All right. you know the spiel. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button for us. And if you're enjoying our channel, please subscribe. Till next time, I'm Snake.
I'm Rusty Nuts. See y'all
later.